What's going on, Lego Maniacs? It's Ty, the Lego guy here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 Lego Star Wars sets that need to be remade. Just so you guys know, this is not going to include any UCS style sets, mainly play scale models, and I'm going to be taking my own personal opinion along with what I've seen a lot of other Lego Star Wars fans say that they want to see. Anyways, this one should get interesting. I know it's really a hot topic, but enough talk, let's get right into it. And at number 10, we've gone with Luke's Land Speeder. Totally kidding, had to get that out of the way. No, the set we're actually going to go with is a play scale Republic gunship. Now, the only reason why this didn't make its way higher on the list was because we have got the UCS Republic gunship. However, the last time we've got a play scale one was back in 2013. And I understand why a lot of people want, a play scale Republic gunship. They don't want to maybe pay a UCS price, or perhaps they want something more minifig scale because the UCS one is oversized. Because of that, it came in at number 10. Now we have got the UCS one, which is why this hasn't made its way higher on the list, but still I felt the need to put it on it. And yeah, because of those reasons, it's made its way at number 10. And at number 9, we've gone with the ATTE. Now, believe it or not, same thing as the Republic gunship. The last time we've got a standard ATTE was back in 2013. I know some people are going to be saying we've got Rexes. However, that's more of a beat up, clones living in it for years type ATTE. It's not a standard one. And I know there's a high demand for this set. People have been wanting a UCS version of it. They've just been wanting a play scale model. And we're going on almost 9 years since the last time we've got one. So because of those reasons, I feel that this comes in at number 9. I feel a lot of Clone Wars sets don't really get enough love, or as much love as they should get. So hopefully we get one maybe in 2022 with Attack of the Clones being 20 years old. Don't put any stock into that though, but who knows, maybe we'll get one, and I think that would be great. And at number 8, we've gone with the Bounty Hunter Pursuit. This set has only been made once, and it's one of my all-time favorite smaller Lego Star Wars sets of all time. I just think the colors are very vibrant. I think that you get some awesome looking minifigures with it. Zam Wessel specifically. Even the 2003 version of her, 2002 version of her is really good, which is the only version I should say. And I think that it's just a set that's really underrated. Lego doesn't really pay it any mind. Again, I think with us, coming into 2022, it's the perfect opportunity for Lego to remake this one. If it's gonna happen, who's to say, but this is a great looking set. Even the 2002 model is very good, and hopefully Lego remakes it. I'd love to see what they could do nowadays with it. And at number 7, we've actually gone with some original trilogy ships, which Lego gives a lot of representation to them. However, it seems that Lego only understands that the Empire has the standard TIE fighter. There are many different TIE fighters that Lego in recent years just refuses to make. So this is kind of a hybrid one. We're going to say the TIE Interceptor, TIE Bomber, or TIE Advanced. It has been years since any of these ones have been made. I know that they made one based off of Resistance and it's red and black, but we just want a standard TIE Interceptor that's black and gray. Or a TIE Bomber. The last time we got one was back in 2003, or Darth Vader's TIE Advanced. Any of these I'd be happy with. I know people have been screaming for them, and I think any of them are very much due. And at number 6, we've actually gone with another Attack of the Clones model, or ship I should say. Attack of the Clones actually has the least representation among all the Lego or all the Star Wars films. And we're going to be going with Jango Fett's Slave 1, or Boba Fett's Starship, as Lego wants to say. Whatever they want to call it, I don't care. All that I want is that they actually remake this ship. The last time we got it was back in 2002, and it was actually pretty decent, but I feel that they could do a much better job at it nowadays, and it has been 20 years. So come on, Lego, make this. How many Slave 1s have we got that are Bubba's? Countless. It's much the same as the TIE Fighter. They've remade Boba Fett's Starship Slave 1 as it should be called, or the TIE Fighter countless times, yet Jango's they've only made once, much like the TIE Bomber, or even if you want to get into it, the standard TIE Interceptor. So I think it's well overdue. Let's make Jango Fett's Slave 1. Hopefully Lego decides to remake it. And at number 5, we've gone with another hybrid type choice, but Both these ships are quite similar in the sense of, what they're representing, who uses them. They're both clone-based fighters, being the V-19 Torrent or the ARC-170 Starfighter. The last time we got the Torrent was back in 2009, and the ARC-170 was made twice, both in 2005 and 2010. It's well overdue. People have been yelling, they want these ships, either of them. They are very different, but I felt that they were, they made a good choice for number 5 just because they're serving the same type of purpose. Although if we're being honest here, probably the V-19 Torrent deserves to be made slightly more than the ARC-170 Starfighter just because it only has been made once. But again, the ARC-170, it's been over 10 years as well. Because of those reasons, I feel that either of these would be a fine choice for number 5. I would be ecstatic. I actually just recently got the Torrent, and it's actually a really awesome looking ship. And hopefully LEGO remakes that one or the ARC-170 Starfighter. And at number 4, we're going with a very heated set, very debatable because some people thought back in 2012 that it looked like a mosque. It's Jabba's Palace. I kicked myself to this day for not buying that set back when it was on shelves. What they could do with this nowadays would be amazing. We actually have got Jabba's Palace twice, both in 2003 and in 2012, like we mentioned. And I think it's well overdue. If you're worried about it looking like a mosque, just make the interior of the set. Now there is a rumor running around that apparently we're going to be getting Jabba's Palace or Boba Fett's Palace. Been watching The Mandalorian, you know that he kind of took over it in 2022. Really hoping that that's true. I think that would be phenomenal. Again, it is a rumor, it's yet to be seen, but if they did that, I'd be all for it. And yeah, I feel it falls in very strongly at number 4. It would be really awesome to see what they could do. I'm kind of a little bit let down that you're not going to be getting Jabba and some of the original trilogy type minifigures with it. But even if they made it based off of the Book of Boba Fett, I'd be happy with it. We'll have to see what they do. And at number 3, we've gone with the Trade Federation MTT. Now, we have got this set actually 3 times in 2000, 2007, and 2014. But the best model out of those 3 by far is the 2007. The 2014 was a major letdown. It was better than the 2000 model, which you'd assume just because the 2001 looked like basically an ugly boot. But it's overdue for a remake, but more so a remake based off of the 2007 model. Now, I'd be happy with either a UCS type model of the MTT or even a play scale one if they do it like the 2007. Either or, I think that this is due for a remake. Maybe we could get it in the Separatist colors of, gray and blue and not brown. Either of those, again, though, I'd be happy with, whether they base it off of episode 1 or base it off of, the Clone Wars. I think this would be a great set for LEGO to remake in all of its glory, and hopefully they do it sometime soon. And at number 2, we've gone with a set that could very easily make its way to number 1. It's the Republic dropship with AT-OT Walker. It has been over 10 years since the last time that this set was on shelves, and it is by far one of the best Clone Wars sets that's ever been made. I'm kicking myself for not buying it back in the day, but it was quite expensive, which is part of the reason why I wasn't able to get it. This is just a gorgeous looking model. For many people, they view this as number 1 in their books as far as LEGO Star Wars goes. I actually have this set in my top 5, and I would love it if they remade it. I think it would be fabulous. It would be a great kind of nod to Attack of the Clones. Maybe we get it in 2022. I don't know, who's to say, but I think it's well overdue for a remake. And yeah, I would buy this day 1. And at number 1, we've gone with a set that many people, including myself, really want LEGO to remake. Again, much the same. It's been over 10 years since the last time we've got the single one that they ever made, being the Venator. This is a set that I've seen many, including myself, want to make movements for, like they've done with the 501st Battle Pack. People want this, and they've only made it 1 time. How many times have we got a Star Destroyer? Countless. I don't even know. 6, 7 times? We've got miniature versions of the Star Destroyer. We've got large scale versions of the Star Destroyer. With the Venator, we've got it once as a play scale model and once as a poly bag, if I remember correctly. People want this. They want it remade. So LEGO, remake this ship. In fact, people are even making custom mocks of the Venator, and they're selling it like on Republic Bricks or, other third parties like that are actually using real LEGO bricks and making a custom, Venator. I would be thrilled if LEGO did this. I know a number of other people feel the same. It's well overdue. the theme of this video should be, basically that a lot of the Clone Wars type sets have not been given enough representation, and the Venator is the perfect example of that. And because of that, I feel it strongly comes in at number 1. I really, really, really hope LEGO decides to remake it someday soon. But that pretty well does the video. As always, guys, let me know what your thoughts are on it, whether you agree or disagree with this list, maybe what your personal list is as well. I always find it interesting to hear your guys' take. But yeah, that pretty well does it. But if you liked it, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and click that bell so you're notified for any future top 10 lists. This is one that I've been wanting to get out just because it's such a heated topic and so many people have different opinions about it. And yeah, I just thought it was interesting. Bear in mind, there was some honorable mentions being the Vulture Droid or Count Dooku Solar Sailor, but they didn't quite make it on the list. I just felt that these other sets were more desired than those two. But again, let me know what your thoughts are on it. But yeah, that pretty well does the video. But thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.